All right, so 7 through 10 are actually really similar. They just want us to identify each solid. When somebody says identify, they want you to name it. So they just want, there's another way to say give us the name. All right, so we're going to follow that same formula. What's the base? What shape is it? And then how many bases? Right? In other words, what's the shape of the base? And then which solid is it? Okay, so here's our base here. It's in the middle. And it might look a little hard because they all look like triangles. Right? But if I think about this, a net is just going to be folded. Right? It's something that's going to be folded. The only way that I could fold number 7 is to bring all of these 3 points in. Right? So the only way I could fold it and make it into a 3D solid. So this center thing is going to be my triangle. Right? It's the base, and it's also a triangle. So it gets an AR. Right? It ends an angle, so it gets that AR, triangular. And then you might be able to tell, right? But because we only have one base, we know this is going to be a pyramid. Because we only have one base, we know this is going to be a pyramid. Looking at number 8, right, here are our bases. They're a little easier to distinguish, right? Because they're a totally different shape from the other pieces. Right? These two things are pentagons, right? 5 sides, so it's a pentagon. Okay, so we're going to do a pentagon, and then whenever it ends in gon, it gets that AL, so pentagonal. And now it has 2 bases. Well, that's a prism. It's a prism, right? And so this would be our answer, pentagonal prism. If we look at 9 and 10, 9 and 10 are really straightforward, really simple, right? We have the base is a circle. Base is a circle, so the base is circular. And there are 2 of them, 2 bases, so it's a cylinder. Now remember, we don't write this anymore because we just assume, once we know it's a cylinder, we assume that it's going to have those circular bases. And last but not least, if we look at 10, here's our circular base, right? So the base would be circular, right? And then our second part, well, it only has one of them, so that's a cone. And again, we don't have to write that circular part, we can just write cone. So just to reiterate, on the quiz, you don't have to write this part, you don't have to show this work, you can literally just write cone, and that would be a complete answer. You'll get full points on the quiz. Okay, but this is just me helping us to think it out a little bit, to look at it and process through some of the information, just as a point of reference. But if you just wanted to write, oh, I can see that's a triangular pyramid, that's a perfect, complete answer on the quiz.